You know why they call this a spider plant? Because it's too hard to pronounce, Chlorophytum Comosum. Actually, it's because the baby spiders jump off the mother plant and it looks like a web. Unfortunately, we had high winds this week and it actually broke off a branch of our spider plant. And look how nice these were. I'm gonna be turning something bad into something good, and I wanted to share this video with you so you can learn how to propagate a spider plant on your own. This spider plant is native to tropical Africa, so it's usually grown indoors, but since we live in California, we're able to grow it outside, and look how nice and healthy it is. These are actually very hardy plants, and I've heard they can live up to 20 years. In the spring, the mature plants flower and they produce these spiderettes. Once it grows larger, it produces nodes and roots, which you can cut off and plant. Here's a cool story behind this plant. A few years back, we were at my mother-in-law's house and I found this dead-looking plant on the ground, and it was about this small. And it was dying and dried out, and I asked if I could have it, and she said of course, and she even gave us some more, and I'll show you those in another video. We came home and we decided to propagate it, and look how it has flourished, and we have had so much growth and multiplication off this. We have put it in the front of our garden as well. The best thing about getting or receiving plants from someone that you love is all the memories that's created behind it. Every time I water this, I always think of my mother-in-law, and it puts a smile on my face. Here's another of our spider plants that we propagated. Alex made this nice hanging basket. Isn't it cool? I love it. And I really love all these hanging spiderettes. You can even plant them straight into the soil, and they just propagate by itself. Check it out. And then look how they're all stuck in the ground. That means they've all rooted. Now, some of these, there's just no room for it to propagate. So we'll have to cut these once they become hardy and mature enough to cut. Okay, so now it's time to start filling up our pots. We bought this potting mix, so it's been working out great so far. We're gonna fill these all the way up to the top edge. Now you probably noticed two things. We like coffee and we like to recycle. We figured there are so much trash in landfill these days. If we can do our part, then why not, right? We all need to do our share. We also like to compost too. The first thing we'll need is our pot, potting soil, clean clippers, our gardening gloves, and rooting hormone. It is optional, but we're gonna use it in this case. And of course, our plant. Now, the reason why I say you should use some clean shears is because you don't wanna transfer any disease from plant to plant. So what we're gonna do is cut it as close as possible at the stem. Look at the healthy nodes on this one. So you try to get it as close as possible and you clip it. Now these are very hardy, healthy plants. They ideally grow between 70 to 90 degree weather, however, can grow even as low as 35 degrees. However, they grow slowly between 35 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, now we're gonna clip our third one. And last but not least, this little tiny baby spider. Okay, now that we have all our plants ready to go, all we do is grab it, see where the nodes are, you dip it in your rooting hormone, and then you make a hole in it and you stick it in. Then I like to pack the dirt around it so it's pretty solid in there. We will be putting some more water in it, but we don't want to water it too much because we want to make sure that the rooting hormone sticks, which makes sense, right? Okay, that one's ready. Here's our next one. Wow, just so healthy, hardy, and beautiful. And get ready because these are going to multiply. As you saw, ours from 1 has probably propagated into, I'd say 50. So get ready to maybe give some to your family and friends. Okay, here we go. Since these are a little smaller, we're gonna put 2 in these. So make 1 hole here. I'll make another hole there. And look, this is the little baby spiderette. I hope he makes it. Ta-da! So now it's time to sprinkle a little bit of water. Not too much, because we added rooting hormone. So we want to make sure that it takes effect. And now we wait. We let Mother Nature take its course. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video.